There have been major cuts to federal agencies, including the IRS, and more are rumored as Matt Gephardt reports that could make it harder for you to do your taxes.
Stand up, fight back!
Protests in Ogden this week supporting folks who are worried about losing their IRS jobs or who already have.
None of this is normal.
And while the cuts are certainly worrying to these folks, it should also be worrying to every single taxpayer, says Susan Speirs.
What should I be worried about as a taxpayer with all the turbulence that's going on at the IRS?
I think number one, get your taxes filed.
Speirs runs the Utah Association of CPAs. Now, filing your taxes early has long been good advice, what with ID thieves targeting tax returns. But now, with fewer IRS employees, CPAs will have a harder time getting answers to questions when they are preparing tax returns.
I think that we're going to see IRS service go down, customer service go down, responses to letters go down. I think that we're going to see a downfall again.
Downfall again because the IRS had actually been beefing up staff to try and deal with a massive backlog of unprocessed tax returns that happened after COVID. I have reported many times on that backlog, which impacted Utahns like Rick Robinson, who was actually getting threatening letters from the feds telling him that he needed to file his tax returns, but he already had.
It didn't bother me until I found out my neighbor got this letter. I found out my sister got this letter. Then it bothered me.
We're still dealing with some of those notices.
To try and avoid the backlog, Speirs also suggests that you file your taxes electronically, not a paper return. But if there are any question marks in your tax return, be prepared for frustration.
Our clients, they want their answers, and when we can't provide those answers because of lack of human capital at the IRS, that's frustrating.
If you do still plan to procrastinate, remember that the deadline to file is April 15th, which is now less than 2 months away.
I will not procrastinate.
Don't.
Thank you, Matt.